Chase McGoldrick from the Equipment Hub, and welcome back to another episode of our Technician Tips and Tricks series. Today we're going to be talking about how to change voltage on a machine. Okay, let's say you just bought a machine and you only have 240 volts or 480 volts at your facility, and your machine calls for 240 volts or 480 volts. Well, you're in luck because most machines allow you to change voltage, but you have to do three separate things. One is changing the voltage on your transformer. Two is adjusting your overload to the correct amperage. And three, on the back side of the machine, we're going to be changing the motor taps to allow for high or low voltage. Today, in this case, we're wired for a 230 volt machine all the way through to the motor, and we're going to be changing this to a 480 volt machine, and I'm going to show you how. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at my transformer, and I'm going to find the taps that are necessary for a 480 volt machine. Right now we're configured H1 to H2, which is 240 volts. What I'm going to do is take H2, move it over to H3, which is going to be our 480 volt input. I'm also going to be changing my amp load to 480 volts to be half of what 240 volts is. So right now we are at about 5.2. So what I want to do is change this overload to 2.6, because every time you decrease voltage or increase voltage, your amp load either increases or decreases the same amount. Okay guys, we've got our primary transformer tapped to 480 volts. We've got our overload set to 2.6 amps. Now, I'm on the back side of the machine and I'm looking at my motor. Right now, we're on a low volt connection, which is 1 and 7, 2 and 8, 3 and 9, and 4, 5, and 6 jump together. How I'm gonna change this to high voltage is just based on this chart that comes on the motor. So I'm gonna be taking 4 to 7, 5 to 8, 6 to 9, and then 1, 2, and 3 are gonna go on to U, V, and W. Okay guys, we have all of our wires pulled out of our terminal box. So remember, we're switching over to 480 volts, so I'm going to be using the guide on the right side. And the easiest way to do this is go one line at a time and go across line 1, line 2, line 3. So right now it's saying line 1 is going to go to wire number 1. So I'm going to take my line 1, I'm going to find wire number 1, and you can see here that they're labeled on the wires. So I've got 3 here, I've got 7 here, I've got 9 here, I've got wire 1 here. So I'll take wire 1 to line 1, and I'm going to terminate them onto the same post. Once it's terminated, I'm going to screw down the nut hand tight. We'll tighten these down later. And the next step for line 1 is to take wires 4 and 7 and terminate them together. Same thing. Slide these onto their own post. Take a nut. I've got all my motor terminations terminated. We're set up for 480 volts now. So this machine's ready for a higher voltage, but if we were going to take this down to a lower voltage, it would be the exact same thing. We would just be following the chart on the left side, which is low voltage. We'd be changing our transformer in the cabinet from X1 to X2, which is our low voltage, and we'd be changing our amp circuit to be higher.